Well, we're thinking about Maplecroft this week as the house is getting ready to go on the market. And I found, I almost forgot I had this. This was a little play written back in 1980 by William Norfolk, who I believe is British. And it's called The Lights Are Warm and Colored. And this is referring to the stage. And take a look on the back here. I found it on eBay. Wasn't terribly expensive a long time ago, and it came to me from England. I've not had any luck at all finding this anywhere here in the States. It's a short 2-act play. The premise is really interesting. I'm going to post a few pages so you can get an idea. In the back of the book, they show you the furniture and the property list, things that would be on stage for Act 1 and 2. They also give you the lighting cues, and there are a few special effects, and there's a page listing those. You can read it easily at one sitting. I think it's maybe 45 pages or so. And the premise is Nancy O'Neill, or Nancy, I'm never sure which is correct. I think it's actually Nancy, has come in 1905, where this is play opens, as you can see, the living room at Maplecroft. One evening in the autumn of 1905, Nancy O'Neill is playing at the theater in Fall River. And she had been invited by Lizzie, if she were ever in town, to stop by Maplecroft. So Nancy arrives with a couple of actors, I think two or three men, and a lady actor named Annie. Well, actually, let's take a look here. Here are the main characters. You have Emma, Maggie, Nancy O'Neill, and then her actor friends, Tom and Henry. We have Lizzie and Emma. And what happens is they assume the parts of different characters from the Borden trial and from the day of the murder. Lizzie and Emma serve as the audience. It's quite fascinating. And I was a little surprised how Lizzie is portrayed. Notice the last person is referred to as the visitor. I guess I can give it away. The last part of Act 2 is the return of Bridget Sullivan, who sneaks in after all the actors have gone and reveals some details about what happened really on the day of the murder. Very interesting. There's nothing new in any of the theories or the dialogue in the book that, in the play rather, that you haven't already read elsewhere. But it's cleverly done, and there's a little blurb on the back. Let me see if I can read this without my glasses. The Lights Are Warm and Colored is a play for 2 men and 6 women. Several years after Lizzie Borden's trial and acquittal, following the murder of her father and stepmother, she's living with her sister in another house in another district. One evening, she invites a number of players from a visiting touring company for the evening. They reenact the circumstances of the crime, playing various characters involved. Later, the Bordens receive an unexpected visit from Bridget Sullivan, who was their servant at the time of the crime and a crucial witness. It transpires that afterward, Lizzie gave her a sum of money. Why? to conceal her own guilt? Or was Bridget, in fact, the murderess? No firm conclusions are possible, but as the final curtain suggests, the solution might at least be imaginable. So I'll leave you with that. If you can get a copy of this, it's certainly worth having and reading, and something a little bit different. There have been a number of plays, of course, about the Borden case. There was one by Jill Dalton. It was a one-woman performance that she did, I think, about 10 years ago, and it's also set in Maplecroft. But that's our Maplecroft remembrance for today, and I'll post some close-ups of some of the pages we looked at, including the first scene of the first act that you might like to read. Okay, we'll see you soon with more Maplecroft.